And so why is it important for you to tell this story in this way? Because it's going to be a series.
Yeah.
It's not just one movie. It's not just a documentary. It's going to be something that we're able to look and see from the eyes of these young men.
That's right. Yeah. You know, when we were doing the documentary, I really was just thinking, this will be it. You know, let's do this great little PBS documentary, and it'll get out to whoever watches PBS in the United States, and that's great. You know, something happened while we were shooting the documentary, and that is that we actually flew with Karl over to Germany, and we're able to take him back to, in Hamburg, some of the places that he lived. There were some of the cells that he was held in when he was 17 years old were still in existence. So we took him into some of these cells, and you know, it was powerful, because he would walk in and he knew we wanted to get him on camera and stuff. He would walk in, but at a certain point he's like, I'm out, you know, I got to get out. But one of the things that we did there in Berlin, outside of Berlin, there's a prison, and it's called Plötzensee, and it was a prison back in the 40s as well. After they were captured by the Gestapo, and Helmuth was after they stood trial in the highest court in Germany, Helmuth was sentenced to death. Where Helmuth ended his life, where they took his life, where he was executed, is now a national memorial in Germany. And we were there with Karl one day, filming with him, and there's even a little photo of the three boys that's up on the wall there, where, you know, in that execution chamber. And while we were there, a busload of teenagers on a high school field trip showed up, and they got out, and their teacher was kind of showing them around and everything. And one of my crew grabbed the teacher and said, "Hey," he pointed to the little photo of the three boys and pointed to Karl, this 17-year-old kid, and said, "That kid right there, that's him over there." And the teacher was like. So he gathered his teenage kids, or, you know, his students around, and then just said to Karl, "Tell us your story." And so Karl spoke to these kids about what he was doing when he was their age. And I was watching the kids, and I was looking in their eyes, and I was seeing that they were feeling it, that they were getting it. And that, for me, was really the beginning of where I started thinking, this is more than just a little PBS documentary. This is a story that reaches people.